with the rest of the day. Now, we have reporters all across the central coast of New South Wales, which is still being battered by the weather system. Anne Barker is at Manly Dam, which has been threatening to inundate the community this morning. And Joe O'Brien is in the town of Greta, which lies beside the swollen Hunter River. Anne Barker, first to you. Now, the community has been on tenterhooks there because of the threat of flooding from the Manly Dam. What's the latest?
Well, yeah, as you can see behind me, there's an absolute torrent of water going over the wall at the dam here in Manly. Now, apparently the dam here peaked last night. It was a metre higher than it was even now, although it is still overflowing and it's still at risk of reaching the level that it was at last night. There's a lot of people around here today. There was even a paddleboarder in the dam earlier and people walking their dogs. So there's no great threat right here, but it's downstream from here that there is a threat. Just down from here, the water flows into the Manly Lagoon, and there are several streets neighbouring that lagoon that are very much in danger of flooding if the water rises even by half a metre, I'm told. Last night there were 16 families apparently in Lakeside Crescent that evacuated themselves to Harbord Diggers RSL. The street there was apparently a metre underwater, but today it's gone back down and it's looking okay. But again, if the rain it's eased right now, but it was very strong just a short while ago. If it comes back again and continues, then there is a danger that that could happen. I spoke to police earlier who said that there's likely to be a preparation order issued in another hour or so, again warning people that they need to be ready to evacuate in case the worst happens. Now, the dam here, they have a valve system where they can release water in a great big flow, and it will eventually flow down to Queenscliff via that lagoon. But obviously nobody is in a hurry to do that until the conditions ease considerably more, so that the water that goes downstream won't affect those houses down the road.
And as you mentioned there, the problem of course is that conditions don't look as though they're likely to ease anytime soon, with more rain on the way. So there is a real threat that the vast amount of water that we're seeing behind you will get even, there'll be even greater volumes there. Now, you mentioned the police preparation order. So would they walk from home to home and tell people they would have to evacuate it if it came to it?
That's right. I spoke to somebody who's at a police and SES briefing right now as we speak, and they're discussing just what they should be doing. There is a plan. They have already door-knocked quite a lot of homes in the area around here. There's a plan that they could go back in and door-knock again. There is also an extreme case where they could do a forced evacuation order for 660 people in the streets around here. Now, I think it would take quite a lot more rain and a lot more other factors coming into play before that would happen. For example, the high tide is apparently due at 11 a.m. in Sydney, and also the winds would play a big part as well. The winds have eased right back at the moment, and the high tide won't necessarily be a problem if there's not the torrential rain to go with it. So I think a lot depends just what will happen with the rain in the next couple of hours.
Okay, fingers crossed. That's Anne Barker at